Hey.
What's happening with it, people? I know y'all hear that track in the background. I'm turning a little bit for a few seconds for you.
Hey.
Yeah, so you already know who did that, man. My brother, man. I reached out to him a few weeks ago. I said, bro, I need an intro for a podcast. This man said, I'm going on vacation with my family. Give me a minute and I hit you back. This man was messaging me while he was on vacation with his family working on this beat. That's why the brothers I have, man, you have to understand, man, like the beauty in our
Man,
journey together.
for sure.
And so, yes,
For
it's a
sure.
wide body beat, man. It's all him, man. It's about a 3 minute track, man. Like it's so every time you hear, it, you know it's him.
Listen.
That's how you know the
This
podcast is
dude.
going places, bro. We got music, we got microphones, we becoming official.
Let's go.
Man, welcome, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's
Man, this
happening?
is the man. This is the guy, man. That literally, it's it's a beautiful bond we have. It went
Yeah.
back. We go back to Mount Olive days, Mount Olive Baptist
Yes.
Church on Savage Street,
Yes.
where
Yes.
we looked so much alike. People thought he literally my little
We're
brother.
brothers.
So,
We was brothers.
people used to
Oh
ask him, where your brother
man.
at? I used to talk about Jermaine and Damon. They're like, no, where your little brother? And they talk
For
about
real,
you,
bro.
man. And I like he good. He must be at mama house, Miss Lynn, man. And just man, I first of all, man, again, like we talked backstage, man, I want to give you your flowers, man. Just watching you grow from one of Colleton County elite athletes, one of the first to get a football scholarship up out of there, man, and just to be able to watch you, man, become a husband and a father to your beautiful daughter and wife, man. I just want to say
Appreciate it, man.
kudos, man. A lot of love and respect for you, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. Just just humble, man. It's humble and man, I ain't even think of it like that when you said one of the first ones to get a scholarship. I ain't even think of it like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just appreciate
So,
you, giving
but
me the opportunity, bro.
oh, for sure, man. My platform is your platform, man. So
Man,
let's hop into it, man. Like I said, I know you were number 78, 58.
number 72, man.
God dang it,
72.
72.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So senior
And,
year, you balling out. Did you do anything else? Did you just focus on football? Did you
no,
do anything else?
I attempted shot put. I couldn't master the discus, but we did do shot put in the off season.
Okay. Okay.
Most for most of the football players did shot put and discus in the off season. I just did shot put, man.
Okay. Did you what's the terms for that? Did you make state or you just was out there just
Nah,
because of the girls out
man.
there running around in little short shorts? Like what happened?
A little bit of both, but in all seriousness, though, just to kill time because man, like I said, it was me, Fats, Brandon Brown, Smokey. We would all, you know what I'm saying, like hang out together and we'd do discus and shot put just, as an off season activity, you know what I'm saying, to stay in shape,
Okay.
while working out and stuff. And it was fun, man. It was fun, man. It was good times,
Yeah.
bro. But for the
Yeah.
most part, man, it was just to do extracurricular activities outside of football. You know what I'm saying? For the most
Okay.
part. But I knew I wasn't one of those ones that thought knew I was gonna make, all national shot put discus. It was a time filler for me, man. And in between working too. So yeah,
You work. Did you just stay the course of Pizza Hut or did you had another job?
man. So let's let's back up to freshman year. I got
Mm-hmm.
my first job at Winn Dixie for Pizza Hut. I was at Winn Dixie. Yeah. Yes, sir. I was at Winn Dixie, man. Yes, sir. That's where I
Wow.
started at. It was me, Marcus Paintney, um, Sharonda Grant. It was a good bit of us because they were older. I was one of the younger ones that came in on that crew. Travis, that's Travis Adams' mom is Mary, was the supervisor, one of the supervisors at Winn Dixie. Yeah, that's where it all started at, man. Before Pizza Hut, this is pre Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, even before football, bro. Because I don't know if you remember, and maybe I can jog your memory, but before football, I was in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the band from sixth grade to ninth grade. So you remember, everybody know Waldeboro Band of Blue was like top tier, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody know Waldeboro Band of Blue was top tier. Even from my sister when Tawana was in school, it was just we had accolades, from the
Yeah.
presidential inauguration when my dad and them played, from when Tawana went to the Rose Bowl parade in the 90s to right before I got to high school, they did the Macy's Day parade.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, you know, um,
Yeah.
yeah, man, just drumming and drumming took me to the band. It was one of the top performers, and I realized it ain't gonna get me out of Waldeboro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give man, this is who I'm gonna give my flowers to. I'm gonna give them their flowers, and I hope they listen to this. Shouts out to Brandon Johnson, Rev, and shouts out to Diesel, Marion Daniels, bro.
Yeah.
Them boys are the reason I quit the band and
Yeah.
played football. Them boys, oh my God,
Okay.
they would
Yeah.
hound me every single day, bro. Boy, you need to be on
Wow.
the football field over there beating the drum. You need to be on the football field, so, bro. I
I
swear,
can hear
every
reps saying
day.
that now. Yeah.
So the girl I dated at the time was in a class with them, and when I would walk her to class, them boys would be right there every
Yeah.
single day in my ear, to the point where it got serious. Like Rev
Yeah.
was like, "Listen, bro, spring ball is 2 weeks. You already missed the first week, bro. Just come out there, check it out." This was in the freshman year, getting ready to go into sophomore year, and
Okay.
I said, you know what, bump it. It's worth a shot. And I ain't never looked back, bro. Went out there,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, kind of found my niche, playing both sides of the ball. And that's when we had Coach Ritter on the D line.
Hmm.
Coach Ritter.
Yeah.
And man, shouts out to Kelsey Jenkins and Dante Daniels. All them boys was freshmen when we came in. And when I, transitioned over. And man, the rest was history, bro. Like, yeah. I didn't even instill in my career. I didn't in my high school career. I didn't take it serious probably till junior year, going into senior year, when it's like,
Okay.
okay, time's ticking. What you go
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of grab a hold and say, all right, something got to shake, bro. And
Okay.
yeah, so did that. Going into my senior year, we I remember I had my all four of my wisdom teeth pulled right before camp.
Hmm.
So by the time tour days came, I was practicing. The swelling was going. I didn't have a helmet. There was no contact. I could just go through the drills. And I never
I'm with
forget the news article. They had a picture of me on the front page of the Press Standard, you know, practicing with no helmet. They didn't know I
you.
had the
Yeah.
freaking swollen jaw from
Yeah.
having my wisdom teeth pulled. But real talk, bro, like that was the moment. I was like, okay, this got to shake, bro. I got to get up
Yeah.
out of here. Love Walter, bro. Rep it to the day I die. But I know the opportunities, were endless.
Yeah.
I'm not endless, limited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When
So,
Walter, bro. Yeah.
right. So, the people that came before me. So, fast forward, get through my senior year, and that's when I found out I made North South. I
Right.
really wasn't expecting that, bro. Me and Rodney Brown. Shout out to Rodney Brown. Me and
Yeah.
Rodney made North South. And when they interviewed me, was like, what's your motivation? You know, you got this opportunity. I just thought about all the people in y'all class that didn't get mentioned. The Revs, the
Yeah.
Marion Daniels, the Eric Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Charlie Brown, Duke, TD, all them boys that didn't get that shot. I was doing
Yeah.
it for them. So I went into the All-Star game with a chip on my shoulder.
Mhm.
And like, yo, I'm doing it for these cats, man, who didn't get even honorable mention, but ball their asses off. The Quentin Holmes, the Calvin Holmes, you know what I'm saying? Guys
Yeah.
I played with, you know what I'm saying? Andy, Quint, all them boys, man. So, man, So I get to North South, and day one, shouts out to Coach Darryl Page, man. He was the defensive coordinator and offensive defensive captain out of Florence, out of Wilson High, out of Florence, South Carolina. Day one, Coach Page was like, listen, the South team has only won 4 times in the last 10 years. The North has been kicking. I mean, he was straightforward. And that just put a chip on our shoulder from the beginning. Like, it's like you put blood in the pit bull's mouth, bro. Like,
Yeah.
don't tell me that. I'm going from 0 to 100 every play, bro. And man, it paid off, bro. So we end up beating the crap out of the North team that year, bro. Crazy thing is, one of the quarterbacks happens now was my chapter, bro. Was always my dean, but played quarterback out of Ridgeview High. He was there. That's when me and him crossed paths, but I'll get to that later. But Colleton, me and him had crossed paths at North South, and we won. Like I think we beat them like it was like 35-12 or something like that. And I was tied for defensive MVP award, but I ended up getting them. One guy had a couple more tackles than me, so I wasn't mad, but he ended up going to do well at South Carolina State. But I did get the defensive team captain award. So I walked away with the accolade, and we actually met the real radio from the movie that was shot back home. The real radio did the coin toss.
Yeah.
And so me and Rodney got to take a picture with
That's
him.
dope.
Yeah, man. We got to take a picture with him because the coach that took him in spoke at the banquet the night before the game. And me and Rodney got to take a picture with the real radio, and he also did the coin toss at the game the next day.
Yeah.
Not to mention, that specific year, in the previous years, the North-South game was played at Myrtle Beach High. That year was played at Coastal.
Okay.
So you feel like in Coastal, if you ever been to Coastal Carolina's facilities, bro, it was a different experience, bro. You felt like a celebrity, bro. For real. Okay. So, and we went on that field and dominated, bro. I mean, dominated the North team from jump. Just coach put that he lit that flame under us, bro. Day one, and we was just like some pit bulls, bro. Let us off the leash, coach. But that's kind of how my senior year went. Now, while all of this is transpiring going on, I'm doing visits to colleges. My heart was set on Georgia Southern.
Okay.
That's what I initially wanted to go.
Yeah.
But didn't have the grades. However, I had Savannah State looking at me. And then I actually went and visited a JUCO out in Mississippi called Holmes Community College. They actually was on that show, Last Chance U, in one of the first 2 seasons. The school that was out of Mississippi, they played against them. But they were coming off of, I think, 2 years before, they were coming off like 2 or 3 back-to-back championships. But it's in the middle of nowhere. So you lived in Mississippi. It's in
I know exactly
Mississippi.
What you're talking
about. Yeah. So they flew me out to Jackson. Picked me up. It was during Valentine's Day. I'll never forget. It was during Valentine's weekend. Flew me out to Jackson. Now, mind you, I already signed my letter of intent to Savannah State, but back then, NCAA rules, you can still sign with a JUCO too, because it's JUCO junior college. Didn't know that, but didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I flew out there, and like, dang, bro, this is it. But it's country. I can relate, but this is country.
Yeah.
We country, but it is country. So, but I'll tell you, weighing your pros and cons, I'm 9-10 hours away from home versus Savannah, I'm here this amount, this close to home. So teeter-tottered for a while, and then I finally, made my mind, okay, Savannah State's where it's at. And that's how I ended up going to Savannah State out of college. I mean, out of high school, okay. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah, man. So, that was great experience, man. Ran into a lot of people that's from the low country, a lot of people from that went to James Island and Buford, a lot of people there that was incoming freshmen, you know what I'm saying? And but a lot of the people there from Savannah State were from Atlanta, Augusta, but mainly Atlanta.
Okay.
So
And
man, redshirt. I ended up redshirting that first year because grades wasn't the best, and then we didn't have the best record either. I think we went like 1-21 that first year, like 1-11 or something like that. Yeah, it was bad, bro. And then we
Mm.
was Savannah State wasn't part of they wasn't part of a conference. They was independent. So you was playing, we was playing teams like College, Charleston Southern, Coastal, um, some MEAC schools. Edward
Yeah.
Waters.
Okay.
Edward Waters really was our, you can say, rival back then. Um, yeah, schools like Morehouse, just playing random schools, but we wasn't a part of a actual
Oh,
league, conference.
okay. Yeah.
Now they are. Now they are. But yeah, that was quite the experience. Um Redshirted my first year, damn near flunked out, being honest, freshman, like you say, you're away from home, you ain't got nobody telling you what to do, I'm a country boy and in Savannah and all these, just women and they're from the city and what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? So
I'm with you.
yeah, so I'm just being straightforward, bro. And yeah, my studies weren't the best to the point where
Yeah.
that summer I was forced to go to summer school to keep a scholarship and to even play.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay.
bro, it was crazy, bro. So, talk about stress on your parents, boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was, boy, that pressure. That was a lot of pressure. And looking back at it now, it's like, bro, golly, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to end up enrolling some classes at Salk for the summer. And
Okay.
about a few weeks into it, I was told by my advisor, like, these won't transfer over. You got to go to summer school in Savannah State. So I
Oh
had to
man.
literally,
Okay.
bro. So I had to literally transfer to schools in the midst of summer school, bro, and get enrolled in classes in Savannah State. Yeah, bro. I mean, no
Yeah.
housing, nothing. Thugging it out with my teammates, sleeping illegally on their couches
Yeah.
in the upperclassmen living spaces, man. No meal plan, nothing. I mean, thugging it out, bro.
Yeah.
But everything happened for a reason, man. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, that finally got I did get to keep my scholarship, and then in the midst of all of this happening, coaching staff gets fired. So they bring in these cats from Central State in Ohio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
different.
very different, very different. Like I'm on a team with a bunch of dudes from Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Southern dudes. There was some cats from up top, but mainly Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, even a couple out of North Carolina. But it was just different, bro. And that season I played. No, I take that back. Crazy thing was, last two of day practice before our season opener was against Benedict. Because I remember talking trash to Sheldon, Richard
Yeah.
Siders, all them boys was
Yeah.
at Benedict. All them boys was at Benedict. Vaughn Mill, all them boys was at Benedict, man. They was talking trash. And long story short, man, my teammate, because I played D line there, my teammate chop blocked me and fractured my distal fibula, bro, in my ankle.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
that was tough. So had to get an MRI, X-rays. I had a hairline fracture in my left distal fibula, bro, and had to be in a boot. And I was out. Tried to thug it out for the first game.
Yeah.
Still try to practice, go through the motions, getting treatment, doing whoop de woo, doing all of this, and all right, I'm gonna try to at least go, play at least the first quarter, see how this goes. Boy, I got in that stance, boy, and try to take off. No, sir.
It
Nope.
wasn't happening.
Boy, then the check engine light started flashing on me, boy.
Yeah.
So slow down, big fella. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, big fella. But yeah. So I was in a boot for probably the first 3 or 4 games of the season, man. And that's, to me, that should have been a red flag. But of course, I'm so eager to play. Now, not to mention, in the midst of all of this going on, let's backtrack to the summer before coming into this semester. I had the opportunity to come to Johnson C. Smith then.
Yeah.
I turned it down. Like Coach Mack, God rest his soul, RIP Coach Darryl Mack, drove to Walterboro, sat in the living room, offered me a scholarship, but I turned it down because I wanted to help turn things around at Savannah State.
Yeah.
So, get through that season. We ended like 2-10 or something like. I think we beat Morehouse and we beat Edward Waters that year. Yeah, bro. I mean, bad. But in the worst one, Jordan, two of the worst games we ever played, bro. Coastal that year, we got skunked, bro. 66-6. I think three or four of their dudes went to the league that year. I want to say, was Josh Norman on that team out of Coastal? Yeah. I want to say he was on the team that year. Or played right before he went in, right before that. But it was around that time. And then last game of the season, bro. First time on the plane. We flew to Cal Poly. Last game of the season, bro.
Now, where's
And
that?
this, bro, it's about 3 hours outside of LA.
Oh,
Yeah, south of LA.
Hmm.
So you talking about time travel, time
yeah.
zones. We had to take a 2-hour bus ride from Savannah to Jacksonville, Florida. Get on a flight from Jacksonville to Houston. Layover, Houston to LA. From LA, 3-hour bus ride down to San Luis Obispo where the school was, bro.
That's
Good
dedication.
God Almighty. Yeah. And this was during the time where PS3 was first coming out. So people was camping out. You know what I'm saying? PS3 was in the market. People was camping out. Oh, this is 2006. People camping out in town and stuff, and they're telling us about, mountain lions. Mountain lions. What the hell? We're from the South. We're mountain lions. I can see a bobcat, but mountain lions? It's a different kind of vibe. But long story short, got our was destroyed. Dude, we literally had to shower, pack up, hop on the bus, drive 3 hours back to LA, get a red eye from LA to Newark, New Jersey. From Newark, New Jersey, back down to Jacksonville, Florida, then back up to Savannah. Bro, we left Saturday evening, get back to Sunday evening. Talk about jet lag, bro. But that was my first experience on a plane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, boy, good God Almighty. But the experience was, the ambiance was cool, and the experience was everything, you know what I'm saying? Then I found out, after that, the coaching staff kind of let a real bad sour taste in my mouth. So Coach Mack reached out to me in the office and was like, hey, man, that offer's still on the table if you want to come to Savannah State. Because what happened was the former coaching staff, the former head coach, went over there to become the offensive coordinator. But he didn't stay. But he told Coach Mack about me. And Coach Mack, South Carolina boy, wanted to give me an opportunity after seeing film and stuff. And then what also helped was my same chapter bro who played with me in North South was the starting quarterback there for 4 years. And help putting that bug in coaches in. Like I played with him, coach. I could vouch for him. So yeah, man. And yeah, man. So that,
boy, you went through a lot in 2 or 3 years here.
Boy, yeah, this is just the Savannah State. We didn't even get to the Smith years. So, man, so that transition from that summer, so that second semester while I was at Savannah State, I was working, got a job working at Sears, trying to get some money because I know I'm leaving. So I ain't participating no football curricular activities. A lot of my teammates are transferred out. I think our quarterback, shouts out to Garrett, he ended up leaving, going to Fort Valley. Top linebacker ended up leaving, going to Fort Valley. A couple of D linemen left. One went to Elizabeth City. Some people transferred to Fort Valley, different places. But one dude went to Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. So a lot of people transferred. So that summer of 2007, I ended up back in Walterboro that summer because I'm transitioned. So I was working at Walmart. That's when I got a job at Walmart when it first opened up. And so I'm working that summer, and I got an opportunity to go for a visit to Johnson C. Smith. And the only person I knew that went there ahead of us was Nick Bowman from Walterboro.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, so he was the only person I knew that's from Walterboro that went there. And before that, so yeah, man, went up there for a visit. Loved it. Charlotte. That was my introduction to Charlotte. It's definitely what it is. Back then, it wasn't what it is now. but it was,
Mhm.
I see it was, up and coming. But man, dude, it was a good vibe. A smaller school, that was something I had to get used to because Johnson Smith is a small private school. So very smaller platform, teacher to instructor to student ratio was smaller, you know what I'm saying? But overall, they was coming off of a winning season. So, so the hype was still up there. And yeah, man, transferred in and should have, if I would have known back then what I know now, like they tell you, I would have
Yeah.
stayed. I would have kept the extra year eligibility, but I was so gun ho to start and prove a point because we ended up playing Savannah State that year in
Oh,
Savannah.
okay. You took it personal.
But man, they did the what's the politically correct way to say it? They did the most malicious thing you can do. So back then, if you transfer, it's not like the transfer portal now. They
Yeah.
can they can hold your clearance when you can't play, hold up paperwork for you to fully get. Dude, they did that for the first
Oh
seven
man,
games of the
that's
season.
dirty.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. They did that for the first 7 games of the season. So I ain't get to play till week 8.
Oh,
you
that's
know, like I
grimy.
said, but it is, bro. But I didn't understand the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
looking back now, if I should have just thugged it out and I could have kept that extra year, and played
Yeah.
extra year, but didn't because once you use that year, that's it. It's not like they have now where they can just hop in the transfer portal. You got cats that been in school for 6 years and still got eligibility.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But um, yeah, man. So week 7, we played. I forgot who we played. I think Virginia State. Got in. I'm working out with the team. Got in, did my thing. Wasn't really all of that because I hadn't played a game in a minute. So,
Yeah.
but when we played Fayetteville State that next game, oh boy, I went off.
Yeah.
Went off.
You're
I think I
hungry.
had I think I had 13, 14 tackles as a D lineman, bro.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
stats. What?
Yeah, bro. I'm talking about a nose guard. Zero
Oh
tech.
man. Okay then. Okay then. That's
Not
you
a
the
3
zero.
tech,
Oh
a
wow.
zero
You the
tech.
zero. Wow.
Oh man.
Okay,
I went
that's
off.
different then.
Yeah, I went off that game, bro. I think I had like 13. I had like 8 solos, 7 or 8 assists. Had one
Yeah.
for a sack. I had the short yardage, bro. I was just going off, bro. Just
Yeah.
going off, man. And then boom, we then the last game of the season, Livingstone. So not sure if everybody know. Fun fact, and I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm gonna ask you a question. What is the oldest HBCU rival in America?
You better teach me something.
And this you can Google. It's factual. I'm gonna see if you can guess it first.
Hey. Nah.
I'm gonna learn you
All
something.
right, let's go for it.
Because most people go to, the Magic City Classic. Most people go to, or they go to Southern and Grambling. Nah.
Yeah, okay.
Before all of that, it was Johnson C. Smith University, Livingstone College. It's called the Commemorative Classic. First black HBCU game played ever in 1892. First
History's
black.
been history has been
Yes.
learned tonight.
So the oldest HBCU rivalry in college history in America is, back then it was called Biddle College for Johnson C. Smith before they changed the name, and Livingstone College, which is in Salisbury, North Carolina, right up the street from Charlotte. First black
Okay.
HBCU game ever played. Back when a touchdown was 1 point. And Smith, we won by a point back then. So every time we play each other, it's always the last game of the season, and it's called my senior year at Smith. It became the commemorative classic. They called it the commemorative
Okay.
classic. So it's always a back and forth with Smith and Livingstone College.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what
so
was the
that's
first
fun
year they
fact.
had the rivalry?
The first game?
Yeah.
It's not really. It's a rivalry.
Well, yeah.
But the first game was in 1892. The first black
All right,
college
that's what I meant. The
football game
first
ever
game,
played.
1892.
Yeah, you can Google it, bro. Just type up Johnson Smith versus Livingstone history or commemorative classic. It'll pop that up, bro. Matter did I
1892.
forgot one year they did a write up in a magazine, one of the black magazines about it. But yeah, it's actual factuals, bro.
1892.
Yeah, because Johnson C. Smith was founded in 1867. And Livingstone was, I can't remember when Livingstone, but it was around that same time, a couple of years behind. And you got to think, the only school back then in North Carolina. North Carolina has a lot of HBCUs, bro. A lot of HBCUs. But Shaw was one of the first. Shaw University in Raleigh Durham area, they're 1865. Okay, a lot of their some of their founding fathers went out and branched Fayetteville State, which is another 1867. North Carolina A&T. So they helped founded some of these other HBCUs, but it's like they gave birth to these other HBCUs, man. So North Carolina has a rich in history when it comes to HBCUs, bro. For real, for real.
Man, I had no idea. I
Yeah,
appreciate
bro.
this, man. This
So,
give me some
man,
homework.
bro, I think I got a shirt or somewhere on with all HBCUs, and you just look at North Carolina. It's just the list is just a laundry list. HBCUs and
Okay.
ones you don't even think of, bro. Some of them
Yeah.
accredited, some of them non-accredited anymore. But yeah, dude, just in the Charlotte area, you got Johnson Smith, you got Salisbury down the road, you got Barber Scotia, which is in Concord. They just got the accreditation back not too long ago. Then it goes Elizabeth City. You got Shaw. You got what is another? So A&T, of course, Central. Fayetteville State. Um, I'm just trying to go on the coast here. It's so many, bro. Like and which helped formulated the CIAA conference. The CIAA
Okay.
conference was the first
Okay.
black conference. So a lot of these MEAC schools that are now MEAC schools started in the CIAA conference. South Carolina State, Norfolk State, all of these big MEAC schools started in CIA because it was the first collegiate black conference.
Dang.
And Smith was one of the
Ah,
first. Smith and Livingstone was one of the first two schools
I like
formulated
that.
in the CIAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man.
God dang, boy.
Yeah, they
I
make do
like
that.
that.
One thing I can say about Coach Mack, man, when you came in at camp, he made you make sure you knew that you can say your alma mater. That was part of the
Yeah.
tradition, and you knew the school's history, bro. He did not play about that, bro.
Yeah.
As an athlete.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Stand up for North Carolina. They all right then.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's a good bit of HBCUs in North Carolina, bro. Yeah,
That's
then
what's
you
up,
go on
man.
then you go up to Virginia. You go Georgia down low. South Carolina, but North Carolina has a good bit of HBCUs, bro.
That's rich history over there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, man, oh yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Dang.
man. So getting into so coming up off my first year at Smith, didn't end well because I only played 3 games. So and then I used the year eligibility. So now I have 2 years left. So coming off of that year, this was 2000. This was 2007, 2008 year. Boom. Right after that, I'm saying, I was always in my cards to pledge a fraternity. So got into that. Did that in the off season, right after football season. Then boom, that's when I found out that my homeboy, my quarterback, what I'm saying, he was affiliated. He was in the chapter then. So that's how we ended up crossing paths again. Now we're teammates. Now we're fraternity brothers, and we both from South Carolina. So he actually vouched for me in that. But that's a different story. But long story short, man, did the pledged in the spring. So now we're going into my junior season. Um, that was pretty decent, man. Pretty decent season going to that junior season. Still wasn't my best because I'm still coming off of the hype of being in the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, right after that season, I lose one of my line brothers. It was
I
also my
remember that.
teammate. Yeah, who was
I
also
remember
my
that. Yeah.
teammate. Yeah, and that was tough, man, because this dude stayed across the hall from me. Him and my other. So on my line, half of us, a good bit of us was on the football team, and 4 of us were linemen. You know what I'm saying? So we had that bond coming in, then now this bond, and now we bringing that bond back to football. So boom, I lose my line brother, and that was tough, man, because yeah, matter of fact, you do remember that because we was together when I got the
Yeah.
call. You remember that night? That's right,
Yeah.
bro. We was in Charleston, down there at
Yeah.
the what was that spot down there by the battery? We was in the line. I remember it
Um,
so vividly, bro. God,
I don't remember the name, but yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah, that was right before I was supposed to come back to school for the spring semester, man. Oh yeah, man, and that was a tough one, bro. Cause like that was a tough one. It took us a while, man. So we all came together, and we had to go to Baltimore to bury him, cause that's where he was from, Baltimore. And even the school chartered a bus, players, other students. They took a few buses to Baltimore to bury him, man. That was a tough loss, bro. And took us a while to recoup from that, man, because having it for one as a teammate and then two as a line, it just hit differently on both levels. And then living across the hall from me, so now I can't come out my dorm room and see this dude. Steve wasn't a little dude. He was about 6'5", 260. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a left tackle. He was starting left tackle. So yeah, so man, so going through that, and now boom, I'm going into my senior season. So that summer before I think I came home. Yeah, I came home. Was working at the. I was working at the veteran nursing home on Sydney's Road. Was it Sydney's Road? Down by the Packersack? The
Yeah.
veterans.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Me and Ju. Shouts
I
out
didn't
to
know
my
you
boy
worked there.
Juice. Yeah, I can work
Okay.
there one summer. I came home, worked there for the summer. Me and Juice Gerald, dude, was only because his mom was a nurse there, and me and him worked
Okay.
in the kitchen that summer, man. Because he was going to
That's fun.
Benedict.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man. So I fell in the shower, bro. Tweaked my back. Didn't think nothing of it. Okay, cool, boom. So fast forward, I get to camp. Going through camp, it's my senior season. You know, this winter go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because. So fast forward, man. I think it was the last, either one of the first or second 2-day practices, man. Going through motion D line, scout defense, well, scout offense, starting D line. Boom, make a play in the backfield. Boom. You know how everybody fall in the pile?
Yeah.
I was at the bottom of the pile, bro. Went to get up. Boy, I felt like on the arrow on Friday. Oh,
Oh
goddamn.
man.
Let's slip of this again. Boy, that's exactly what it felt like. For real, man. And I knew something was wrong right there, bro. So I had to go. The trainer came. Shouts out to Lala. She came. She helped me get right. Then I had to go get an MRI, man. They had to. And that's when they told me you got slip discs, dude. I'm like, dang, it's my senior season. Like my
Yeah.
senior year. The game season hadn't even started yet. So just like we can treat it, but you won't be able to play it full 100% because you're going to have some kind of operation fix it. So yeah, so my senior season, I kind of had to thug it out and was never able to play full 100 potential, you know,
Yeah.
to my best of my abilities, man. So even couldn't, it prevented, it kind of stumped me even being in hop shows and stuff like that. Because that back, man, and that back could put you down, boy. That back is nothing to play with. But yeah,
I heard.
yeah. Even still to this day, man, I get flare ups where I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
hold on, wait a minute.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that one did it, man. So probably I'm good for about the first 2 quarters. Get halftime, I got about good way through the third quarter. I'm on the sideline with the ice pack. They got it wrapped, to get that wrap, that saran wrap,
Yeah.
put it on the back and stem treatment and all that, man. Ice tub, ice baths. That's all I could do, bro.
Man.
Crazy, man. Yeah, it was tough. And
Man.
I
Well,
semi gotten out of shape too, because like I said, in my back joint, I was just, like, dang. But
yeah.
yeah, man, that was that was my career, man. Then
Yeah.
obviously, once football season was over, I still had to graduate. So,
Yeah.
so
Did you fell in the shower at home or you was at on
no,
campus?
I was at home. I was at
Okay.
home. Yeah, because I was home then, and I didn't think it would, I didn't think it was as serious as it was until I got to
Oh, so you got
camp.
back to school.
Yeah,
Okay.
because now I'm gotta get ready for camp, and then
Yeah.
boom. So apparently, when I fell in the shower, that kind of tweaked it, and then
Yeah.
the football made it worse because you're a lineman, you push it up against other linemen.
Yeah.
Boom, I go to make a tackle. Boom, I fall. Then everybody pile on top of you. And then you go to get up from the
Yeah.
pile. Yeah, yeah, man. So,
Oh man.
so
Okay.
yeah, man. So I played my last game, 2009. Yeah,
Okay.
my last college game was in 2009, man. And then after that, I say, okay, well, shit, I gotta graduate. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna graduate. I gotta graduate. So, but I didn't graduate till 2011. But
Okay.
I graduated, bro.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. Man, you know how Thelma and Ray T was, but you go graduate
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes,
You go
sir.
graduate.
Yeah. I'm
And I
glad
just,
you stuck with it, man. And like I
yeah,
said, man, your perseverance, man, through this. Like I knew like 60% of the story. I didn't know, man. I'm thankful for bringing all the details, man. Like now
yeah,
I,
man.
what I'm saying, respect your grind even more going through all that, man. That had
Oh
to be
yeah,
tough. You're so young. And then you're away from home going through all that.
oh, yeah, most definitely, bro. But like I said, man, where we from, man, we just found a way to get it done, bro. And
Yeah.
there's one thing stuck out to me out there. Shout out to Smokey, man. He always said, "Well, we don't commit, then quit, bro." And
Yeah.
that's it, bro. You got to see it through, bro. Just
Yeah.
go ahead and finish it up, man. Whether it's an inch or a mile, I finished.
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, again, congratulations, man. So in 2011 comes around, what did you end up getting your degree in?
Music, business, and technology, man.
You in that goddamn music.
Man, that's man. Music is like my wife would tell you, man. Music is everything for me, bro. I'm at work. I'm playing music. I got speakers all over the house. I just
Yeah.
you see my background here. This is my little
Yeah.
setup here. Like it's music is so personal for me, and also it's like a time travel. It's like a time travel, man. Puts me in certain parts of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times you done heard a song and it triggered an emotion from or triggered a memory from your childhood or your man, I remember where I
Yeah.
was in life when this came out.
Yeah.
That's music for me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you. That's
yeah.
like when Young Jock and them boys, I hear like random songs on the radio. I think I still got it trying to do a heel toe.
Oh yeah.
Man, my the way my
Boy,
knee.
he was infamous for that. He was infamous for the heel toe, boy. Boy, this
Yeah,
joker,
I
boy,
think
the
I
way
still
this joker
got it.
used to dance, boy. Oh my God, bro. Hey, it's gonna be a long night, fellas. We gonna
Yes,
have a good
sir.
time now.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I
I
used to
ran
have
it
them
back one
old.
time, man, with Mo and Eric Jordan, man, and Coco and Latoya, Gerardo.
Mhm.
Man, we ran it back by Clash Reunion. Man, the DJ
Yep.
had my vest on and my necktie.
Yes.
I had a good time. Yeah, I
Boy,
have
it looked like
20
he
years
did. I
later, I
saw,
still
I
got it.
saw, I saw it on social media. I said, "Yeah, that boy had a great time there, boy.
Man, listen, I
Great
did.
time."
Yes, I'm always gonna do that. That's why, man, I'm kind of jumping the gun here. While
You
I'm
good?
working on a podcast, man, a couples trying to set people up with relationships. I want to go to weddings and receptions,
Oh
so
yeah,
I love to dance. Ain't nothing
dude,
changed.
bruh. Hey man, the wedding crashes, baby.
Yeah, let's do
we,
it.
we
Yeah, my
we
brother
hit an
just don't know
uplift.
it. Not, yeah, my brother to mess around and put me in this wedding in October down in Savannah, so it's on. I've been practicing. He know now,
Yeah,
but I've been practicing, so I'm coming in ready.
yeah. Boy,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Hey,
even
shouts
though it's
out to
his
him,
wedding,
man.
but
And
it's my
man,
show.
shouts out to him for getting married, man. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah,
Shouts out to your brother, man. So when you said that, I'm like, for real? Hey, that's what's up, man. That's
yeah,
what's
Doodle
up,
getting
man.
married, man.
Man, hold Jermaine.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah, man.
Congratulations, Doodoo, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
Man, I
be a
wish you
fun
well,
time in the
brother.
city. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's
yeah, I'm
up,
just
man.
there to
Yeah,
dance.
I feel you. Man, listen, bro.
Yeah,
I just came back from I was with my homeboy to cut my hair was also my frat brother. I was in his wedding in Vegas last month, man. And man, that was it was a beautiful everything was beautiful, bro.
yeah.
So
Okay,
beautiful,
I
man. But
saw. I came
got
across
a
one of
few
your
weddings
posts and you
coming
was
up.
in Vegas. I didn't know that's what you was over there. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, just for a wedding. It was first time in Vegas, but it was beautiful, man. And it was, man, the whole everything was strategically done, planned out to the T, man. It was dope, bro. So dope,
Yeah,
man.
that's
And I
cool.
got a few more
Man,
weddings coming up.
my brother procrastinate so much, bro. I don't even know what our suits look like. I'm just paying on something. The men's wear, I have no idea what it looks like. I'm just making payments, but that's my
Hey,
brother,
bro.
man. Yeah,
Hey, I just trust the vision, bro. That's all you
yeah, that's
trust the
it.
vision,
I ain't
bro.
got no questions. He just told me what to go do, and I've been getting fitted, and yeah, and I like, man, this is my brother wedding. I'm one of the groomsmen. I'm not gonna miss it for the world. So let
That's
me just
it.
make my payments on this suit. I have no idea what it looks like.
Hey, man, it don't
None.
even matter, man. Just
Nah, I'm
congratulations,
just
bro. Be out there in the
That's
yellow,
it.
be out there in the yellow banana suit, bro. Hey, I'm gonna make it look good. I'm gonna
Yeah,
make it look
that's what.
good.
Listen, I do what I gotta do with my brother. So that's what we rocking, and that's what we rock. Yeah, but you
Yes,
do what
sir.
you do, man, for family, man. So I'm
Yes,
excited. I'm saying October, so
agreed,
I'll be
bro.
down in Savannah down there, dancing on a boat,
But,
something like that.
hey, that's a good time, man. I love going to Savannah, man. Definitely love this. Even to this day, love going to Savannah, man.
I ain't been in a minute, but yeah, I look forward to it. Congratulations, Dudu,
Yes,
my
sir.
big little brother.
You still cutting here?
Yeah, he's still cutting hair. He's a instructor now.
Oh man, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's all
He's
right,
doing
right there,
well.
man. That's what's up, bro.
He's teaching. He's teaching the next generation, man. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. And that's that he might be at this point in life where that's a thrive for him to teach a skill that that always keep you paid, man. Barbers, man,
Correct.
they always have a job, bro.
Correct. Every
Always have a
time.
job.
Yes,
Real
they
for
do.
real.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So um, real quick, we could double back. 2011, you graduate with your degree in
Mhm.
music. All that
Yep.
good. What do you do after that? You all right? Graduate, walk across the stage. 2011. What's next for BL?
Oh man. Well, first I went home. Went
Okay.
home for a little bit, but now I'm got to figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Because didn't have I did do an internship with one of my partners as an engineer at the spot called the Music Factory that opened up around 2010 here in Charlotte. Um, so was doing that as an intern up until I graduated, but then that kind of dissolved because he kind of went ventured out into other things, but we still kept in contact. He trained me on how to let somebody book a session, studio session, how to cue it up, get it ready. So when they're paying by the hour, you want to make sure you're ready as the engineer. So he taught me the basic fundamentals of that, and learned a lot while we were there. So fast forward to 2011. So I went home, bro. Went home to visit home, bro,
Uh-huh.
and got in an accident, bro. Got in an accident, bro. On my way to Orangeburg to see Adam now. Kicking with them boys, man. You know where the truck stop is off of 95, that exit where the truck stop is.
Uh-huh.
So that's like you going towards Springtown. So I was going over the overpass, taking the back way to Orangeburg. And Buddy was exiting it off of the 95. I had the right of way. So long story short, coming over the hill, Buddy did a California roll through the sign. He saw me try to speed up. T-bone that joker, boy. Total my car.
Mm. All
So
right, man.
yeah, that was wild, bro. I just left my cousin's scooter crib. So I said, man, I'm gonna shoot down to Orangeburg, holler at my cousin Adam there for a little bit. I'm gonna come back. Yeah, man. Didn't make it.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I end up stuck home for about a month, bro. Miserable, bro. Like, oh my God, I could not be still. Love it, but I'm stuck here. I got desperate. Started applying for jobs in Buford and Charleston because I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna be stuck, bro. But everything happens for a reason, man. Everything happens for a reason. At the time, um, I was talking to my wife. We wasn't, we was talking. You know what I'm saying? Before we had official. Um, so I'm communicating with her like, man, I'm end up stuck here in Walterboro. I don't want to be home. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And
Where's she from?
she from Philadelphia.
That's okay.
hmm But she was
Where
going
you
to,
met her?
she was going to Johnson and Wales.
Oh, okay. That's a cooking
Uh-huh.
school?
That's what
No?
everybody think, but it's more than just cooking. So they actually have hotel. They actually have hotel management as a degree.
Okay, okay. I
Fashion,
should have went to
yeah,
that school. God dang
yeah,
it. I'm sorry. I missed
fashion,
my calling.
yeah,
Okay.
fashion. I think she was going for was it fashion, something with business and fashion merchandising or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
know
yeah,
it's cooking because Chris Doyle looking to go, and that's how I know they had a cooking
because you
section.
remember,
Okay.
if you remember, before they opened up in Charlotte, it was in Charleston, and they
Okay.
closed
All
the
right, I'm
Charleston
with you.
location down and opened up opened up the one in Charlotte. But they also have
Okay.
one in like Rhode Island, and then one in like Miami somewhere.
Okay. I'm
hmm
picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So thought I was gonna be stuck home. Started applying for jobs and stuff, and doing little stuff, man, and then finally, boy, grace of God, whoo,
Yeah.
that insurance check came through, boy. And what I spent on that car, I didn't think I was gonna get back 10 times fold.
Yeah.
So it was a little $500 car, Crown Vic, I bought from my line brother. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Man, insurance company gave me a check. It was enough for me to, buy me another cash car and make my way on back to Charlotte, bro. So I literally packed everything up. As the mo folks say, I had a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
came back to Charlotte, man, and just dug it out. At that time, luckily, it was during our fraternity's 100-year celebration. So literally drove back to Charlotte, hopped in the car with my homeboy, with my frat brother, who was actually moving to DC, and hopped in the whip with him, and we had a real life conversation on that ride to DC, man. And I was up there for the festivities, stayed with my line brothers while we did, and now I got to make my way back to Charlotte to reality. So had a plan, man, and well, not really a plan, just okay, if I can get to school, I still had access to the school. So I would go library, apply for jobs. Still got contacts at student support services. They can tighten up on my resume. Boom. So then I would go to the frat house at night and politic. Hey, bros, looking for a job, boot, boot, pass up my resume. And I did that for a minute. And in the midst of that, I didn't have no place to stay. So, for a minute I was, sleeping in my car, and for a small smidget, then my line brother, which is now also my daughter's godfather, he got an apartment, and they allowed me to sleep on. I just needed a nighttime to sleep on the floor, bro. Just sleep on the floor, just give me a place to lay my head this night, and I'll be out here job searching. So I did that for a little bit till finally, that's how I got on with Enterprise.
Okay. The rental car joint. Okay.
Got on with that. So my goal was to get in their management trainee program since I had a degree. So I actually got a job at the facility that did the training, corporate training for all the stores. So you would go there, get the corporate training, then they would place you at the stores. And that's how you start that. Even back then, that was equivalent to having an MBA when they saw, management trainee on you, because they had a real tight, structured management trainee program. You start out as a manager, working there, and then boom, you get your store, and then you become regional, like you can move up the chain pretty good. Also, another company that had one at that time was Krispy Kreme. So I had some chapter brothers, well, some frat brothers I knew that was trying to get me on at Krispy Kreme because their management training program was similar.
Yeah.
So man, started working there. I'm applying, trying to get the lady. Hey, what I need to do? I'm here. So they hired me as a driver, part-time. So traveling different enterprises. That's why I learned all these little towns in North Carolina, traveling all through North Carolina, dude. It's small towns. You think South Carolina got small towns? North Carolina got some too, bro.
Okay.
All kind of small towns. The one that stuck out to me the most, and I thought it was a hoax, bro, but it was legitimate. There's a small town at the top of North Carolina called Spivey's Corner, North Carolina. Okay. They were known for having an annual hollering contest. So that's what. And if you think I'm lying, you can YouTube it right now. Spivey's Corner annual hollering contest. I think it kind of ended right before COVID, but this was a real thing, like a hollering contest, bro. And we're driving through, and because you would have like a lead driver and then a bunch of guys that drop stuff off and you hop in a Packer van and you drive back to Charlotte. Kind of like that thing. So one of the guys driving said, "Oh yeah, we're coming through Spivey's Corner. This is where they had that the hollering contest." What? What? Yes, it's a real thing.
It is so nonchalant.
Ain't no way. I'm looking this up.
Yeah.
This is real. They really do this. Yeah. A hollering contest, like yelling, hollering. So yeah, that's like wow. Then that's when I, discovered, Mount Olive, North Carolina, where Mount Olive, North Carolina, where the pickles come from, and one of the
Yeah.
turkey butterball factories. So I'm discovering a lot of things, and then North Carolina also has they produce a lot of the majority of the states. They got a pig farm out there, North Carolina, that produce a lot of pigs pork for this side of the states.
I'm with
Yeah, so I learned, about all these small towns in North Carolina. But yeah, so still in my journey, you know, trying to get on full time with Enterprise so I can get through the manager training program.
you.
Then
Yeah.
one of the drivers say, "Man, dude, you should apply for Odessa, the car auction place." So Odessa's they're a nationwide auction, but they have different locations. So they have one here in Charlotte. Their competitor is I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called Mannheim. Mannheim is another big auction company. So I said, all right, well, cool. I'll apply there too. So I end up working there only on auction days, which is the auction days was, well, at first, yeah, it was just auction days. The auction's on Thursdays at this place. So, I just all I do is run the lane, my lane captain. So they give me a list of cars that's going through my line, and I just make sure I have drivers to drive them through the bidding auction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's what, yeah, that was quite the experience, because it's like you see stuff like that on TV, but the actual work at the auction, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. On auction day, oh, it's nuts, bro.
Yeah, I
All over the
believe it.
place. Like that's real, bro.
Yeah.
For real, man. So,
Dang.
so I did that. So now I'm working both places, two part-time jobs, trying to get as much hours as I can until I finally was able to get my first apartment.
Okay.
And that's kind of jump started. And in the midst of all this, me and my wife were talking, and then boom, we having my daughter. Found out
Oh
who's
man.
expecting. So I'm
Oh
like, oh, so now I need a full-time job. So I really
yeah,
need a
yeah,
job.
yeah.
So so I went to the auction. The people I had connections with at the auctions like, hey, do you have full-time position? Because got a kid on the way, so I need the full-time employment. And so yeah, we actually do. So I was able to. I was still trying to swing both, but when I looked at the schedule for the auction and realized they had a full-time Monday through Friday gig, I had to give up um Enterprise.
Yeah.
So that's really what kick started me going into the car business, learning the manual labor side of things. So I thought it was just auction day, all this magic, and nothing else happens between that. No, the whole operation is building up for auction day. So Friday everything starts over, and then Monday, boom, you got cars that come in, repos, whatever. Then each creditor or bank has their own lane. The big lanes are your Wells Fargo's, your Bank of America's, your Chase, all your big companies. Then you got your smaller companies. Then you got your mom and pops,
Okay.
lanes who buy up stuff there. And your job is to get them so they can stand tall on auction day. So I had a crew
Wow.
drive through,
Yeah.
and we put those. If this car is ready to go to the so it go through stages. Boom, goes to the mechanic shop. Then it goes from the mechanic shop, and it goes to the detail shop. If it need body work, it goes to the body shop, then the mechanic shop, then to the. So they had a process. So Monday through Wednesday is prepping for Thursday for auction day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and then auction. So that Wednesday before auction day, you have to make sure every car you have a sheet. Every car needs to be parked in a spot. And the most aggravating thing is when you got dealers who come test drive cars and they park them in the wrong spot, and you got to reconcile your list, and you ready to go. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Now you said everything checked. Oh, two cars missing on the spot, and now you got to go find those cars because some butthole dealer then drove it down the test track and put it in lane G, and it's supposed to be in
Oh.
lane B. So now I got to
Oh.
go drive around till I find. Okay, I found it. Let's put it back on there. You have to do another reconcile before you leave for the day. So yeah.
The
So
Wednesdays seem hectic.
bro, it can be because that's the days that the dealers they let the dealers come out and test drive the car so they can bid on them the next day. They
Yeah.
coming out, they see what they're gonna spend their money on, what lane they're gonna be in. And then they get to kind of do, test the merchandise before buying it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, but you had power sports, you had regular motorsports, you had mobile homes, like those RVs, all kind of stuff out there. Dude, you'd be surprised at stuff you find at the auction. People, people still people knowing they get their stuff repoed, they trash stuff. They know they coming for it. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I think three incidences where I was like, what? WTF, bro. One was a minivan, bro. That shit said biohazard, bro. But they had mice in that mug, bro. Looked like they was living out that mug. They literally
oh
wrote on the
wow.
window, biohazard, do not enter. Mice.
Oh
Like,
man.
what? Then the second crazy junk, my man must have got his junk repo while he was hunting. Because you had a like a rotting deer corpse on the back of the truck where they must have snatched it while he was hunting, bro.
That's
Yeah, bro.
wow.
And then the third one was creepy, but it's like, wow, somebody committed suicide. Like blew their brains out in this car. So they had to bring the car in, get the hazmat suits, gut everything out, clean it. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Gut everything out, clean it. You know what I'm saying? And then put it back together, bro, like it was brand new, so they can go in the auction. It was crazy, bro. Yeah,
That
so
is wild.
yeah. But I seen some
Man.
crazy stuff. Like I say, I think my most entertaining moment at the auction, bro, was I seen Ric Flair, bro. Ric Flair came up there because one of his cars was repoed for, I guess, whatever, lady friend, whatever her joint got was a souped up SS Camaro. I'll never forget it, bro. Boy, he came up there and showed out. Like, do you know who I am? Man, she's like, sir, we treat everybody the same. I understand you're saying, I am Ric Flair. Like everybody, people standing, they're trying not to show attention, but he's loud. Everybody looking
Yeah.
around, trying to peep around the corners, like, yo, that's Ric Flair over there tripping.
Yeah.
This is before, you can do live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But dude, it was crazy, man. But
And
he
one
ended up
of
settling, but they had to take him to the back, you know what I'm saying, calm him down and getting it. But yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was a crazy experience, bro. But it was fun, like, yo, this dude's in there tripping. You can hear him. But
that's
yeah, man,
hilarious.
shouts out to Nature Boy Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy, bro. But that was
Yeah.
one of the funny. But that's when I met a lot of people from different walks of life, especially a lot of Latino people from Ecuador, El Salvador, and got back into Spanish and learning the bad words and how they talk to
Yeah.
each other and stuff and befriending them. It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, and then so fast forward, did the auction thing for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And then an opportunity presented itself for me to go to drive time
Okay.
on the at the production center where they ship the car and get the cars ready to go to the dealerships.
All right, I'm with you. Okay.
So they call it the inspection center. So I transitioned over there, got hired on I think I started on a Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, bro. Bro, no cap, bro. That Friday they fired the GM.
Jeez.
That Friday, my first week, bro.
Yeah.
Fired the GM who
That's a heck of
hired
a
me, bro.
transition. Yeah.
Bro. So, then lunchtime, they bring everybody in the shop. Yeah, so and so is no longer with us. I'm sitting there like, yo, I just saw him. I just saw, just that quick,
Yeah.
man. So, long story short, let him go. So now, people gunning for his position. They're trying to, show their true colors so they can, boast and brag and try to come for his position because the big road, the GM of the facility. So everybody, that was gunning for his position, trying to flex their power.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I got wrongfully terminated. Now I'm in a pickle. Now I got a kid, no job. I got a family. My wife's working, at that time she was working through a temp agency. So, yeah, it's put up a shut up. So, got wrongfully terminated from there. But one of my buddies, shouts out to my boy Carl, who said, "Man, hey, there's a career fair, like an open house. Bring your resume at this location. They're going to be there and doing open interviews. Go there." So so I went, boom, got my line brother, Maddie's godfather. Hey, bro, I need you to watch her while I go to this interview real quick. Boom, I went to interview. Boom, killed it with I think he was like the regional director. And he said, well, come back in a couple hours. You're going to interview with my boss.
Okay.
Cool. Came back, interview with him, killed it. He literally said, man, you killed the interview, but I have nothing for you right now at this moment. But I know it's something there. I see the potential in you. It's nothing there. So dang. So I think about a week goes by. And that same first dude I interviewed with, my homeboy called me and said, hey man, so-and-so is at the store. Come up here and talk to him. Because at that time, Drive Time had a strictly no rehire policy. If you term from them, you can't come back work for the company. But building relationships, knowing the right people, and keeping those relationships open. Boom. He said, go talk to so-and-so. He's up here at the store right now. And at that time, I lived like 3 stoplights from that dealership. Man, went up there, talked to him. By the time I came back to my house, I got an email. Hey, man, we sending your stuff to corporate to reactivate your employee number, bro. And that's how I got into the sales side of selling. That started my journey in the car business on the selling side. That was 2013. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, and me and my shout out to my boy again, and my boy Julius, because he was working at the Drive Time in Columbia.
I remember that.
And yeah, so so worked my way up on working there. I think I got promoted in like less than a year to like a management trainee position. And at that time, that store we had went through 3 or 4 GMs. Well, it's crazy, bro. But listen, me and my sales manager, shout out to my boy Lavelle, we rocked, man. We had a staff and we rocked, crushing budget, doing what we was doing. And long story short, man, we felt like we were working for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me day one, my job is to train you to take my job.
Okay.
So I can move to the next. He told me that from day one. I'm going to train you to take my job. And man, we rocked, man. We got some stories, Drive Time stories, but we rocked. We rocked, man, up until the point where we both was getting married around the same time. So I think we got married like 2 or 3 weeks before him and his wife did. And
that's wild. Okay.
Yeah. Long story short, man, by this point it's 2017. I'm 4 years into Drive Time and like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. So how I ended up where I'm at now at Capital Ford is my wife had a 11 Fusion at the time that had a recall, and the Ford dealership was literally across the street from Drive Time. So I'm the opening manager. I went over there, drop her car off before the store opens. So I say, hey, is your sales manager here? Just want to chat with him. Boom. Chopped it up with the sales manager, the floor manager. He's like, dude, I want you to come talk to our finance director. Went in there, interviewed with him. Bro, they hired me right then and there.
I said, well, that's dope, boy.
Without going through everything, bro, I just hired me right then. I never been in a traditional dealership because, the way they train you, you dealing with second and third chance people, secondary financing at Drive Time. Over there, traditional is different. It's a different customer base. So, so I said, all right, let me tie up some loose ends over here so I can transition. So, yeah, that was like, I think that was like March or April of 17. By June, mid-June, dude, I took a week off, burned PTO because I had a bunch of PTO burn, and I started at Capital Ford Charlotte, bro. That was June of 2017, bro. And rest is history, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm still there.
Man, you're doing great, man. So I want to double back for a minute because
Go for it.
Part of your story, you said you slept in the car. I wonder how much did that help with the hunger you had for to hear your story, how you went from sleeping in your car, then you had your people that you to sleep on the sofa. So
Man,
that hunger, you know what I'm saying? Like did when you was on your grind and you were doing your thing, did you have memories of nights sleeping in your car and that's what kept you motivated?
Yeah, because I was able to still have access to campus, so I would just go park on the back of campus. You know what I'm saying? At that time, it's just I'm good there. I would still have access to go out and wash my clothes, even in the in the one of the dormitories, the upperclassmen dormitories. But yeah, man, that put me in the mindset because my mindset was it's easy for me to come back home and have
Yeah.
a place to stay, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get stuck. The fear of being
Yeah.
stuck there
Yeah.
is what motivated me. And I told my mama, I told her when I graduated, I said, I love you. I ain't coming back home.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
homeless in Charlotte before I come back to Waldeboro.
Yeah. I feel you,
Just
man.
because the opportunities, bro. But that
Yeah.
motivated me. I could have easily went back home,
Yeah.
had a place to stay, but I would have got comfortable and
Uh-huh.
complacent, and
Yeah.
no op. That would have I would have got stuck. So
Yeah.
my mindset is okay. Something got to shake. With all these people I know, these relationships I built over the years, whether it's fraternity brothers, people I cross paths with at school, something go shake, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was the drive I had while I'm in there. Okay, cool. I'm applying for this. Something's gonna pop, bro. Something's
Yeah.
gotta pop. And
Yeah, man.
that was my
Congratulations,
motivation,
man.
bro. Because it was like I said, it was so easy to come back home.
Yeah.
But nah,
Yeah.
that inner fire said, no, I'll thug
Yeah.
this out, bro. Because no, I can't go back over there, bro. I cannot.
Yeah. Man, I listen, I moved home for 9 months from January, man, to like
I
September.
remember.
And the crazy part, because I was traveling, I was working for Hilton, doing different things.
Mhm.
And I found myself having conversation with people who didn't understand what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like,
Right.
I was talking about traveling and doing different things, like having a business. And they were like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, like I'm not in Nashville no more. I'm not in Memphis no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not,
Yep.
I'm not in Jackson, Mississippi no more. I'm not in a major city. I was like, you know what? All right, let's go and get the divorce final, and then I gotta get up out of here, man, because I want more.
That's it.
Like I said, and it just kept me grounded. Like man, like I really had it good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just think about the restaurants I had exposure to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
huh?
sir.
You know what? Let me figure this back out, man. I love Walterboro, but like you said, man. But once you get there, man, like it's our city. It's where we're from. It's built us who we are as
That's
men.
it.
It's
That's
our
it, bro.
foundation. At the same time, it was like our launching pad.
Yes. Yes,
Because you had
100%, bro.
access to had access to Savannah. And then I know you did like Catholic League in high school, and they may have
Hmm.
did some little traveling.
Yeah,
But
we
then when you
definitely
got to
did.
Charlotte, you looking like bro, like I can't go back.
That's it, bro.
Like, and I
Uh,
tell people, man, only way I'm going back to Walterboro is like because I want to be a benefit to the community. So I want
yes.
to do like projects and different things I'm working on. Like once we log off, and I keep you up to date what I got going on
Yes.
because I
Yes.
want to get back to Walterboro. Living in Walterboro, now like even I'm in the process now getting land back down in Ritter because of my dad. You know what I mean? But living there, man, it's gonna be hard because
It
I've done too
is.
much. I've seen too much.
Exactly.
And
And
it's
and
like,
the motivation is to put yourself in a position that I can go back home and do this and
yeah,
bring this opportunity for this and to give
yeah,
a revenue or a way of generating revenue or opportunities to get revenue by
yeah,
creating this platform, so or doing
yeah,
this,
and
yeah, putting yourself in that position. That's what
yeah.
it's
Because
about.
at the end of the day, man, like we live in cities. Like there's no knocking Walterboro. It's home. And I don't want to think nobody's insulting where we come from. It's just the
Right.
fact that I don't have to go to Instagram and TikTok to see certain things because I see it right down the street. You know what
That
I'm
part.
saying? Like I
That
have
part right
like that
there.
restaurant you talking about. That's in Nashville, bro. Like this is the home of hot chicken. That I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like certain things I have privilege to enjoy and do here. Like for example, bro, we got one of the greatest comedy show place called Zany's. Man, we have Rudy's Jazz Room. We got Playground. We got Game Terminal, which is a arcade game for adults. Man, like I have that here. Like I don't have to go to TikTok. I don't have
Not
to
to
go to Instagram.
mention,
I can literally walk into these places and do these things. So Walterboro, they like either it's in Charleston or different like Savannah,
right,
Augusta. Like I don't have to travel 2 hours. I'm literally 2 zip codes over.
man, not to mention you in Country Music Hall of Fame, baby.
Man,
Country, the,
listen,
the
dog, we
mecca
got
of country
Broadway down
music,
here,
bro.
man. Yeah,
Come
we
on now.
we got it. And I say this, man. Spoiler alert. I'm working on a couple of projects back home. The Walterboro, be prepared next summer, man. I'm giving away 2 4-day, 3 night stays in Nashville. I'm doing a couple projects, man. We're gonna do some contests and some fun things, man. So be prepared. Like that's what
That's
we're
what's
doing
up.
like next summer. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's
Just
up,
to
bro. That's all
get
right
people
right there.
from back home to hear, man. Like since y'all ain't coming, I'm gonna force y'all to come. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see what your boy doing, man. So be prepared
That's
next
what's
summer,
up.
man. we look
Keep
forward
shining,
to
bro.
blessing some people.
Hey, keep shining, bro. Keep shining.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you're
yeah,
doing,
come
bro.
on. Home of the
That's
hot
it.
chicken, baby. I'm gonna put you up in a nice Hilton hotel. I ain't gonna do downtown. That may be too chaotic for Walterboro folk, man. Because man,
Too fast,
Nashville.
too fast, too fast. Slow
Yeah,
down,
man.
too
Listen,
fast.
like we had to put a curfew on this. We had to cut it down to 3 a.m. Man, there were people from Walterboro that ran over here, man. Because it's a faster way of living, man. But definitely, like I
Yeah,
said, next summer, man, we're giving away trips. Different projects I'm working on, man. Because I wanted to, um, be a blessing to my city. And
oh,
so,
for sure,
when
man.
y'all start seeing more things in the community, man, with 210, you notice me coming through, man. So I just want to be a blessing,
I got it.
motivate the city, man. So yeah, I got to get
Yeah,
back to my city. They've been a
yes,
blessing to
sir.
me, man. So I'm looking for any opportunity, man, to be a blessing to my folk. Cause I got to think about, man, like a lot of our classmates, they cool. They ain't really trying to make moves like that. But if I can show their children and their nieces and nephews different things, man, like a different environment, man, that's what it's all about.
Oh man, most definitely, definitely showed them a different way of life, man.
For sure,
Like
man. Let's be a
like I
blessing,
said,
man.
man. Growing up down there, it molded us into who we are today, man. But and also we cherish the times that we had, man. Because for the most part, growing up in a small town like that, you got to make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's running through the woods or playing Killer Man or Two Hand Touch or you know what I'm saying or Manhunt. Them games that what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's them games that molded you to like into who you are, man. Like bro, I remember
yeah,
so and so, man. But like I said, it
yeah,
forever, just good times, bro.
yeah.
Great
Playing
times,
baseball in
man.
the street, you got to move out the street when the car is coming.
Facts at
Yeah,
that point.
when you got a gain momentum come around that corner because the dog gonna chase you. You know what I'm saying? So
Or
yeah.
play base and nigga or playing baseball in the cow pasture, boy. Shit.
Listen, man, they don't understand. They don't understand, man. That
Or
when you come
basketball in
from
the
a small
cow.
town like that, man, listen, dog, man, we ain't had no real pavement. We playing on roads. Had to be home for
Man,
the street lights, man. Yeah,
man, doing dumb stuff like a ditch full of water, you get your bike, you go full speed and then run through the ditch full of water, come back, just dumb stuff. But it was fun.
yeah, it
Just dumb
was.
stuff.
You got to explain to your parents why your clothes all tore up, man. I can't explain it. You just had to be there. You know.
Fact,
Yeah, man.
facts.
We grew up in a good time, man. A community where we felt love and protected. Our parents didn't mind somebody chastising us and
Boy,
helping us because when you get home, it's kind of too late. Like the problem already passed, and like we had parents who trusted our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my mom never called nobody. You know what I'm saying? A liar. They called my mom and told me I did something. She believed I did it. And that's
boy,
where that
boy,
community, man, that sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? We we
boy,
we
listen.
respected our
You said
elders.
them,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
man, listen
Yes,
to this
ma'am.
day.
No, ma'am.
To
Yeah.
this day, bro. To this day, I'm thankful that Ray T. Johnson and Thelma Johnson is still here, bro. For y'all who don't know,
Man, they
man,
about 100. What are they about? 100, 102?
but Grandma just turned 101 in March, and Granddaddy just turned 99 last month, bro.
Man, shout out to them, man. That's a blessing, bro.
And to be able to
Congratulations
still
to the
talk to
family,
them,
man. Like,
to be able to still talk
yeah,
to them, have a conversation with Grandma. I call in as much as I can to check on them, make sure they're good. Talk to Granddaddy. His sight's going, but mine's still strong as an ox, bro. You
yeah.
know,
He don't need no
yeah, man.
sight to touch his wife booty. His eyes closed. Shout out to
Boy,
Deke.
you
Get it
fool.
in.
Ah, boy,
He don't need no
boy,
eyes to
you
see,
fool.
boy. He been touching that man for 80 years. Boy, he know where that's at. Yeah. Shout out to
Damn
my
yeah.
guy.
But yeah, man. But it's like I
Yeah.
said, man. But think about how many people lives they impacted, bro. Being Mount Olive, how many people they helped through Mount Olive, being a member of Mount Olive for all these years, still to this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate them, man. They were a blessing, man. Both of them, you know, at different times pulled me to the side, man, to just talk to me because they love me.
that's it,
And
bro. They
you know
just
what I'm
wanted to.
saying?
They
Those,
just
those
wanted to see you do your
conversations,
best,
man.
man. They just
That's
wanted to
it,
see you
bro.
do your
Like,
best.
and a shout out to all Mount Olive, man, because I know I was
Yeah,
I was a little different than
yeah,
Brandon and Marcus and
yeah. One
Ursula
hundred.
and
That's it.
Nakia,
Yeah,
Ivy. I know I was different from them, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But thank y'all, Mount Olive, man, for not giving up
yeah.
on your boy, man, because I gave all y'all plenty of reasons too, man. Shout out Miss Jenkins. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Miss
Like, yo,
Gloria.
Miss
Oh
Gloria
yeah,
Jenkins, man, she played
Miss
a vital role. You know what I'm saying?
Mr.
Like even Mr.
Mr.
Guy
Guy
before he
Jenkins.
passed,
God
man.
rest his soul. Mr. Guy
Yeah,
Jenkins, man. Deacon
yeah,
Miller, man.
man.
All those guys, man. Dude, I remember what was
Uh,
what was the twins? Mr. Harley's twins, sons. Darnell. What was the twins'
um,
name, man? Donald and Darnell or something like
Donald and
that.
Darnell. Is it
Yeah,
Donald Darnell?
them, man.
Yeah,
Elena, all of them, man.
yeah,
Like, bro, them vacation Bible school summers, man.
yeah,
Come on
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Come
yeah. Jermaine,
on.
yeah, Jermaine and Daniel,
Yeah,
that
shout outs
older
to
group,
Jermaine
man. Like,
Courtney, man. Come on now.
man, yeah,
Yeah,
Jaleesa and oh
yeah,
man, those friendships, man, to this day,
yeah.
dog. Like, I am so grateful, man. So shout
Yeah,
out to
man.
Mount Olive, man, on Savage Street, man. Y'all didn't give up on me when y'all had every chance to. And
That's it, bro.
I remember meeting with Pastor Carter before he left, man, bringing me in there, sitting talking to me, man. Like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think about my future. I just want to have a good time, and I realized like my perception went before me as a person, man. So I had like short ropes, and man, shout out Miss Tracy who used to tutor me, man,
Oh,
and
oh, go. Oh, yes,
man,
man.
oh, it was man, it
Yes.
Miss Samuels, man, Joy, Angela, man. Just thank
Yes.
you guys for loving on me and
Yes,
um
man.
just being there, man. Like I know especially Miss Stacia.
Oh, God.
Just
Yes.
just sometimes it's just look at me to shake their head, man. But they never gave up on me. You know what I'm saying?
That's it,
Like,
bro.
man, Miss Lynn Johnson, man, even your mom, man, she put me aside a few times, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tawana, man, Tawana, your sister said something in front of me. I never forgot. Like
Mm-hmm.
I never forget, bro. Like one day we were eating fast food at McDonald's. And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, I always eat my fries first. Because if I eat
Mm-hmm.
my burger
Yep.
first, I'm not gonna eat my fries afterwards.
Yep.
Bro, this was
Yep.
like 30 something years ago, bro. She wasn't even talking to me. I heard her like,
She
that makes
probably
sense.
tuned into this right now because she reshared the post. So she's probably tuned in
Yeah.
this right
I
now
was
listening
like,
to
you
you.
know what, Tawana? So shout out to Tawana, man, showing me how to eat my food. Cause she right, cause if you eat that burger first, bro, you ain't going back to them fries because you full.
That's it.
So I
That's it,
appreciate
bro.
her wisdom on how to eat fast food, man. So I'm telling you, man, we're just
The little
blessed,
things, bro.
man.
The little things,
Yeah,
man.
man, dude, man. Oh, Deacon Rivers.
Yeah.
I think he
Oh, yeah,
passed away
man.
recently, man. He
Yeah.
driving the Sunday
Deacon
school
Charles
bus,
Rivers,
bro.
yes. Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm so grateful for you all, man. I remember the old Monala when we had the little stands right outside the Sunday school rooms
Yes,
up top.
sir.
They don't have it no more. That's
Right. They
how
took them
old I
down, but
am,
yes.
man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Rep.
When we had a choir up there and everybody in school on
Yes.
one accord.
And then
Beautiful, man.
you had the deacons on one side and deaconesses on the other side.
Man,
Come on now.
listen, man.
Come
I
on now.
remember, bro.
When they got the
Man,
baptism pool, come on now.
man, listen. Yeah, I got. Man, I think Reverend Carter did me dirty, dog. I think he dipped me about 4 times, but I deserved it though. You know what I'm saying? Since we talk about it, and he dead. I think my man dipped
This
me too
nigga
many times.
said
He treated me like an
Foley.
Oreo. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shout out to Reverend
yeah.
Wayne G. Carter,
He was trying to get
man.
them sins up out of me, man.
Boy,
But
you crazy.
I'm
But
grateful,
nah.
man. Youth revival, man. We had that little dude that Mr. Jameson knew. Shout out to Patrice Jameson daddy.
Yeah. Oh
Remember that
yeah.
little
Mr.
dude? He just
Jameson.
remember the Bible. Remember that dude? He's a
Yes.
come. He like, yeah. I
Little
remember that
Johnny
little
Brown.
guy.
Johnny Brown.
Yeah, man. We was
Pastor Johnny
lit,
Brown.
man. Yeah.
And what was the other pastor used to come and preach at? He used Reverend Doe out of
Yeah.
Buford. St.
What
Helens
he used to
Island.
say?
Yeah.
He used to say, little prayer, little power. Much prayer, much power.
And don't
Good night.
forget now, don't don't forget them
Yeah.
singings, bro. Don't forget them singings they used to have on Mount Olive
Ooh,
with the
man, boy.
Nightingales, the Tommy
Yeah.
Ellison, and this. Bro, I still listen to Tommy Ellison and singing stars to this day
Yeah.
because of that.
But
The
yeah.
Nightingales,
Mount Olive had them people. Mount Olive had connects, bro. They're bringing everybody to town.
facts. Them quartet groups, boy, they used to bring in there. Come on now, come on
Yeah.
now, come
We were
on,
deep, Mount Olive.
boy. You
Man,
better talk, boy. Talk that talk, but
man.
even when they used to have the Colleton County Mass Choir practices at
Yes,
Mount
sir.
Olive on Saturdays.
Abraham
Come on now.
Green and
Come
Jessica
on now.
Williams.
Come
Yeah,
on
I'm
now.
telling you,
Talk
man. Yo,
that
he
talk,
was in
man.
there. Yeah,
Come
I
on
remember
now.
them days.
I remember
Remember
plenty of
Colleton
times sitting
County
in the
used to show up at the
practices.
Rice Festival. I
Boy,
remember them
listen.
days.
Boy, listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Boy.
remember, man. I can say it now because I'm grown now. Man, Miss Williams had a lot of y'all fool at that church. Boy, cause she used to yell at me in school, but she was so nice and kind at church. Boy, man, I mean, she used to yell at me all the time in Forest. I'm looking at you, are not the same lady from church. You know,
Hey.
they're like, how you gonna be
And
yelling
she
at me Monday through Friday? You up here smiling on Sunday? Don't smile at me on
listen.
Sunday. You just yell
And
at me.
she's and
But
she's
probably I
doing it for
deserve
you
it. But
talk you
yeah,
talk about Jessica, right?
yeah,
Yeah, and look at man. Listen, look at what she's doing now as the superintendent, man. Man,
Word.
yeah, she's. I think she's the assistant super. I think she's superintendent now. Because at one point, I think
I'm
if
a,
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, she was interim. But now, yeah, because she
wow.
helped. She
Congratulations.
helped my boy. Yeah, she helped my boy Juice get a job teaching at the high school, man. Yeah,
That's the business, man.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna send her email, give her some
She's
pointers
definitely
of what to do
somebody
with
you might
students
want.
like me.
She's definitely somebody you might want to get on this podcast if we can get her on here on this. For the
Yeah.
women's,
Yeah,
definitely,
man.
but from an
Yeah,
education perspective.
yeah, man. I appreciate, man, all those, man. Just come on, Olive, man. And on Helen being over the ushers and
Yes,
Kelly,
man.
man. Dude.
Yes, man. Mr. What was his name? Mr. Donald Bright, one of the ushers.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What was that
come
tall
on.
dark skinned dude name? Who didn't really talk a whole lot. He was just a tall usher. He was a
Oh,
dark skinned cat.
I went to school with his son. Was it Mr. Daniel?
That
Oh.
man, I don't know the man name. I said good morning to him. He scared me.
And then God rest his soul. My step pops, Mr. Kylie, Mr. Clarence. He was one of the
Yeah.
ushers.
Yeah,
Yup.
man. I'm telling you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them were the
Yeah, man.
days, boy.
Yes, sir. They kept you in line too, boy. They kept you in
Yeah.
line. But like you said, back in those days, it was okay to get chastised by somebody else because you don't want it to make it to your parents. Because if you get it there, then
Yeah.
they find out about it. You getting double whammy. Come on,
Right.
man.
I'm embarrassing them. Correct. Man, shout out to man. I don't know how many years she was the Sunday school superintendent, man, but it's Chris Johnson, man. She like a
Oh
second
yeah.
mom to me. Thank you, man, for
Yes. Yes.
accepting me and talking to me. I can tell her now. Me and Marcus set her grass on fire behind her house one day. We done did all kind of stuff. We grown now. She can't whip me now. Yeah, man. And
This boy
we did some
crazy.
things.
Just tell it
Yeah.
all. Forget it. But screw it.
Man,
I'm
hey,
grown
I'm
now.
telling now, man. I'm 41 now, so this happened a long
Shit.
time ago, man. And
Boy, you
yeah, man,
crazy.
yeah, man. And I'm sorry, unfortunately, man, they lost Tonsi about a year or two
Yes.
ago. Yeah,
Yes,
man. But
man. Man. Man, I'm
man,
telling
Mount
you, bro.
Olive boy was on something.
No. Who you telling, man? That I mean, even still, grandma and them, Grenade, Grenade always kept pictures, still keep pictures all over the place, stored somewhere. But just
Yeah,
going through them old pictures, like some of the the elders of that time. I remember Miss Eva Dobson, and shouts out to Miss what's the lady used to sing? Miss good God Almighty.
Miss McDurphy.
No, not Miss McDurphy. I remember Miss McDurphy, but Miss Dorothy, what's her name?
Oh, Miss Dorothy, not Miss Dorothy.
With the fro, she started the fro
Yeah, she used
and
to sing from
sang.
probably like the sixth to eighth row out there singing the choir with no microphone,
Yes,
with her little fake
yes,
microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
She used to
yes.
go in.
Boy, they ain't no good. Them men ain't no
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
Hey,
remember
shouts
that.
out
She
to
used to talk
her.
back to Reverend Carter. She
Boy,
used to make him roll his eyes sometimes.
boy,
Yeah,
boy,
yeah, man.
man. I'm telling you, boy, you get canceled for doing stuff like that now, but good God
Yeah,
Almighty, back in
man.
them days, boy,
Man.
ain't nobody told her no different either.
Nah.
Nobody
What she
said
said
nothing
wasn't
to
wrong, bro. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
her. Nah, it wasn't,
Yeah.
man. That's funny,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Oh
Yes,
man.
man.
But
Good times,
man,
man.
this them yeah, we had to take that trip down memory road, boy.
For real, boy. For real,
Yeah.
for
Man,
real.
before I let you go, man, what's your beautiful wife's name? How long y'all been married, man? What's your daughter name, man?
My wife's name is Ladora. Um, and my daughter's name is Madison. She's about to be 13 in September. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just been married. We just celebrated 8 years back in May.
Man.
And
Hold on, I think I got a button on here. Hold on. I need a button first. Hold on.
this
Hold on. I got a little
this
thing.
nigga said button.
Hold on.
Appreciate it,
Yeah, the
man.
18
Credit, man.
years. I love it.
Yeah, 8 years
Yeah.
married,
That
but
was another
together for
18 years, man. Like I've met her a couple of times, man. I just want to say again, man,
Mhm.
you're a beautiful family, man. I know we've had some discussions, man. That's what make our brotherhood so
See it,
strong,
bro.
man, knowing the obstacles y'all faced as a couple, and
Yeah, man.
just glad to see, man, y'all continue to fight every day, man. I can just
See it, bro.
see, man, through the pictures how much you love her, how much you mean to you, and man, she has
Yeah.
an amazing smile, man. So you have a beautiful family, brother.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, my guy. That's why we work so hard, man. We work so hard.
Yeah, man, yeah, for sure, man. But man, I appreciate you, man, coming in, man, bringing me up to date. We got to bring you back on too. We got to do part two,
Yes,
so we
bro.
can dive more into
You just named the date and the time, and I'm there.
yeah. so people can know, man, what to look for when buying their child a first car and what
Yes,
to do when they
yes,
have car situations,
bro,
man. Because like, ain't no need for us to go to Google when we got a actual
bro.
thesaurus right here who has the knowledge
Bro,
and can help
listen,
you
I'm
do
all
all
for
that.
that, especially I'm all for that, especially our people, because we have, I'm gonna say this before we end, we have this stigma because of what we were taught or we told, that generational things passed down. Well, my mama didn't know, so you got to go find out the hard way. When it's real simple, man. If you got the foundation, it's not hard, bro, and it's not hard
Yeah,
at all. I've seen it. I've seen people. I've dealt with people with perfect credit. I've dealt with people not so best credit. But for my people, I like to tell them, hey, man, this is the basics that you need. Set a realistic expectation for yourself. Don't go in them
yeah,
people dealership trying to get a G wagon for a $200 a month payment. Ain't gonna happen, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Because so and so went and got it.
yeah,
Oh, and I know my credit better than theirs, so I can go. No, you got to get out
yeah,
of that, bro. Get
yeah.
out of that mindset, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, man. Let's do it, man. So, real quick before we go, man, I'm gonna pass the mic to you one last time before I crank your beat up before we head out. Man, if you could just
Crazy.
take a moment, man, to inspire those, man, who like you said, where you were living out your car, bouncing from chair to chair, and they may not be at that point yet, but they
Mhm.
just need a word of encouragement. Don't quit, don't give up. Like man, if you could just take about 30 seconds to a minute, man, to just give an encouraging word, man, because you have that. You wore those shoes and they're wearing them now, man. So if you can, man, just take a minute, man, and just give them a word, man, to hang their head on.
Oh man. Yeah, perseverance and resilience, man. Listen, you know, I train my staff at my job. I just trained a group of people last week to go live this week, and I always tell them the same thing: do not get sucked into the politics of the dealership. How that can be applied, stay away from the negative Nancy's. You got people that are
Yeah,
miserable, and misery loves company. So what they
yeah,
do is they need more company to keep that energy going.
yeah.
So find your thing that you love to do. It ain't never too late to do whatever it is that you inspire to do. It's never too late. Do
Yeah.
what inspired me. Tell you one thing inspired me this past summer. Went to graduation in South Carolina State, man, and this thing went viral. It's an 83-year-old man that got his degree in music. Walked across the stage at 80 years old. Driving from Somerville to Orangeburg, complete his class, and got his degree. Took him 6 years,
That's dope.
but he got his degree at 83 years old or 80
That's
something
dope.
years old. It's never too late, bro. So stay focused, find your goal, and don't let nothing come between you and that goal. Stay focused. Plan. I always say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Have some kind of plan. Plan a course of action and take baby steps. Rome wasn't built overnight. This person's journey might have been 0 to 100. Yours might be 0 to 60. So until you get to 100. But find your lane, do your thing. Don't worry about the haters and the naysayers because they're gonna say what they say. At the end of the day, they hated on Jesus.
Yeah, there it is.
For real, man. Real,
Yeah.
man.
Y'all missed the intro to the show, man. I run it back one time, like I was talking to Brandon, and the man is just dedicated. He's gifted. He's crafty, and so I had an idea. I said, bro, I need an intro song to the podcast, and so um, y'all probably can't hear it now because I turned it down. But for the next minute or so, man, I'm just gonna let y'all hear, man, the new intro to the 210 podcast. This is the first one. Ain't no telling what else he cooking up. Because as he cook them up, man,
I'm gonna
I'm
convert
definitely
you
gonna
to the other
serve
one.
you.
Just let me get the other one finished, and we're gonna swap it out. But
You know
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying? And then the beautiful thing about it is, man, I asked him for it. He just threw it to me. He didn't even charge me. So like again, that's why it's great to have those that are around you that can see your vision and do whatever you can, man, to help you get to where you got to go. And then when somebody want to be a blessing to you, where you can't be picky about your blessings. You got to be grateful with a big heart, man, and be thankful. So again,
Yes,
man,
sir.
before we head out, man, Brandon, I appreciate you. Let
Yes,
me turn
sir.
these tunes back up. Here we go, dog. This is all you, my dog.
Ain't crazy.
I'll be riding to this, dog. Let me turn it up for the people. They ain't got nothing else to do. The children in bed anyway. Too loud. It's all, but I appreciate you, brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Doing what you did for me, man. This is all because of you, man. Appreciate your time, your effort.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, my dog. You know I got number love for you, man.
Me too, brother. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go wash some dishes to this.
Give me probably give me. I'm off Thursday, so I'll probably try to finish up that other one Thursday and put some last touches on it before I send it over to you.
Let's do it. We got 2 more shows, man. We got Doodoo and we got Damo coming. So yeah,
Okay.
we can slap it on one of their shows, man.
Say
Again, man,
less.
brother. I appreciate you, man. Continue grinding. Again, man, you got one beautiful family. I'm glad you
Appreciate it,
guys was
brother.
able to go to Myrtle Beach, man. Have a great time and create those
Appreciate it.
memories. It's
Yes, sir.
okay, man. If you want to dip back in there and create another little one, um, I got
Jimmy, you
4.
tripping,
You only
huh?
got 1, so
What?
huh?
What? Say what? Say Jimmy stuck
I
his mindset.
said if you
What?
want to dip back in there,
Oh, you tripping, bro? That bro, he's tripping. No, he's tripping. Get out of there. Put it in reverse,
yeah, man.
Tim. Back
It's
up,
never too
Tim.
late.
No, man. We got a bunch of God kids, bro. That's the beautiful
Yeah,
thing about it.
yes, sir. But man, I love you, man. I
Yes.
look forward to talking to you again soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Love you too, brother. How we get off